Hindi pa siya masyadong matanda. Okay, kuya.
Good evening, everyone. As more guests continue to arrive, we're expecting the venue to fill up quickly. If you have any empty seats next to you, please take a moment to scoot towards the center and help close any gaps so we can make room for everyone. If you're still saving a seat for someone who's still on their way, that's completely fine. Otherwise, we'd appreciate help in maximizing the available seating. Thank you all so much, and we'll be getting started shortly.
Mike is top. Sheila's top.
Wala naman nag-aantay doon.
Because I've been there for a That way you'll get more, you can see more of the But it's not like that. Like we were like on the side.
Thank you.
Why did you say I don't know. It's a little bit like pizza. Another
Oh my God. Didn't start now.
Oh, wow. Who's on the bench now? Only one of them. Me for sure. You're the one that Oh. It's me plus two. Yeah! The Summer Sale Fair, right? Oh, yeah. What does it mean? I still need to go. I have my first thing. I predict I know what that. Yeah, I have to unbuckle my belt. Oh, that's what's my fucking night. It's like you waiting for my pizza all over again. That's what it's like. Chicken body is on the top.
Good evening, friends and family. The ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Please find your seats and feel free to look through the program in the meantime. Before the ceremony begins, we ask that you turn off all cellular devices and put them on silent. If you must take any sort of call during the ceremony, please step outside into the lobby to do so. Thank you all so much.
Something about it
twice gone down. Take a shot. Wait. What is it good? Their band. They're really good.
My name is Gabe. My name is Adrian.
My name is Dylan.
My name is Hazel. My name is Keiko. My name is Kayla. My name is Camille. My name is Lucila.
And we are your 2026 Philgrad coordinators.
Before we proceed with our commencement, we should take a moment to acknowledge the land on which we are gathered. For thousands of years, this land has been the home of the Patwin people. Today, there are 3 federally recognized Patwin tribes: the Quechua-Dihi Band of Winton Indians of the Calusa Indian Community, Quetzal-Dihi Winton Nation, and the Yoksha-Dihi Winton Nation.
The Patwin people have remained committed to the stewardship of this land over many centuries. It has been cherished and protected as elders have instructed the young through generations. We are honored and grateful to be here today on their traditional lands. If you would like to learn more about what indigenous land you are standing on, visit native-land.ca. native-land.ca. Acknowledging these atrocities is only a step in the right direction, but the fight does not end here.
We must acknowledge that much of what we know of this country today, including its culture, economic growth, and development throughout history and across time, has been made possible by the labor of enslaved Africans and their descendants who suffered from the horror of the transatlantic trafficking of their people, chattel slavery, and Jim Crow. We are indebted to their labor and their sacrifice, and we must acknowledge the tremors of that violence throughout the generations and the resulting impact that can be felt and witnessed today. Please take a moment to reflect on the labor of our ancestors.
We would also like to acknowledge the current state of our world and recognize the privilege of being able to hold this celebration. Recently, we have witnessed the heartbreaking impact of ICE raids, which have disrupted countless families and communities. These raids represent more than just a policy. They represent a threat to the safety and security of individuals who are merely trying to build a better future for themselves and their families. We stand in solidarity with those who have been severely affected, whether that is within the Filipinx community or outside. Many of us, our families, our neighbors, are immigrants or come from immigrant backgrounds.
We know firsthand the sacrifices, struggles, and dreams that drive people to seek a better life in a new land. These raids may bring fear, but they also remind us of the importance of standing up for what is just and right. As students, we have been given the gift of education, the ability to think critically, and the privilege to influence. With these tools, we have a responsibility to speak out against injustice, to advocate for a more equitable and kind world for all people, and to let it be known that we belong here.
The Filipinx graduations celebration ceremony is an annual ceremony honoring the personal and academic achievements of graduating students, both undergraduate and graduate, who identify as Filipinx American or are friends of the Philam community on campus. Philgrad differs from UC Davis College commencements by providing an intimate, personal environment that fully embraces the significance of each graduating student's experiences.
The ceremony does not only involve the graduating seniors either. It is a celebration inclusive to the community at large. Through the ceremony, we encourage younger students to pursue the same caliber of holistic achievement in higher education, personal growth, and contribution beyond UC Davis. Philgrad is one of 8 community-specific graduations at UC Davis. The Filipinx graduation ceremony, or Philgrad for short, was first started in 1989 by UC Davis students in order to rightfully commemorate the achievements and accomplishments of the Filipinx students as an underrepresented group on campus here at Davis. The first Philgrad ceremony celebrated 30 individuals, but today we proudly celebrate 78 graduates' achievements with 74 individuals in attendance at our ceremony. Our Philgrad celebration is an annual ceremony to both honor the personal and academic achievements of graduating students who identify as Filipinx American individuals or who may be friends of the Philam community on campus. Tonight's ceremony involves graduating seniors and the overall Filipinx American community.
With our ceremony, we would like to encourage younger students, friends, and families of the grads today to pursue the same caliber of achievement, dedication, and hard work in higher education. We encourage you all to be inspired to follow the steps of our future leaders that you see on stage today, and one day we may hopefully be able to see you walk the stage as well.
With those acknowledgements, we would now like to introduce tonight's MCs, Justin Rivera and Mario Labadan.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mario Lebadan. I'm a second-year biotechnology major, and I use he, him pronouns, and I'm one half of your MCs for tonight.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Justin Rivera. I'm a fourth-year cognitive science major. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm the other half of this year's MCs for tonight.
Now that you know who our PhilGrad coordinators are, we can now begin the ceremony, celebrating the graduates that you've all been waiting for.
We ask that you all please rise as the faculty and students begin to process it.
To begin, we would love to introduce two special individuals that are here with us today. We are truly honored to share the space with them during the ceremony and are grateful to have such distinguished figures represent our community in this institution.
Please give a warm welcome to graduate student and associate professor Christine Imperial and UC Davis alumni Celine Corpus. And now, please join us in welcoming our grads onto the stage.
Dedication and effort that you have put throughout your time here at Davis. While we're gathered here today to acknowledge your accomplishments, we would also like to recognize the individuals, your friends and family, who have supported you up to this point.
Whether present or not, please take time to reflect on the people who have been there for you during your academic journey. The ones who supported you through your struggles and difficult times, those you've laughed with and made memories with, and the ones who believe in your potential to grow.
No matter which direction or path you all choose to pursue, please embrace the memories that were made during your college career and the friends and family who helped making reaching this point possible.
Now, we ask that you please rise for the Philippine National Anthem performed by MK Choir and their graduating seniors.
This year's 37th annual Philgrad theme is Mga Bulaklak ng Kinabukasan, which is roughly translated to Flowers of the Future. This theme celebrates the class of 2026 as seeds nurtured by family, friends, and community and education, now ready to bloom into a changing world.
Like flowers rooted in rich soil, Filipinx graduates carry forward the values of resilience, bayanihan, and cultural pride as they step into diverse paths of service, leadership, and innovation. We honor growth, potential, and the beauty that emerges when heritage and hope come together to shape the future. We'd also like to acknowledge Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor of UC Davis, Mary Krofman, for attending and showing her support for our graduates.
And now, we will move on to introducing our first speaker, the outgoing student director of Bridge, Filipinx Outreach and Retention, Jaden Benaria. Jaden Okuler Surla Benaria was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. Jaden Benaria is a graduating honors student at UC Davis, earning a double major in Science and Technology Studies and Sociology with a concentration in Organizational Studies. Her parents, Randy and Jocelyn Benaria from Pampanga, Bicol, and Isabela, are two hardworking people whose values she carries with her every day. From her mother, she inherited a boundless curiosity and a rare kindness towards others. From her father, a level head and a grounded, holistic approach to problem solving. Together, these gifts have shaped who she is as a leader and as a person. Jaden's leadership journey began within Bridge, where she started as an administrative intern for the first 2 years of college. Then for her third year, she transitioned into the role of administrative coordinator and thus becoming Bridge student director for her 4th year. Her path reflects not just promotions within Bridge, but shows a deep investment in the communities she serves. She is most herself when she is in community, especially within the Philam and Bridge spaces that made her feel seen in an institution that didn't. And she owes it to every mentor, Bridge board coordinator, Bridgetern, and youth who gave, supported, and believed in her. Their care shaped her, and in return, she has dedicated her undergraduate years to pouring that same care back into the communities that helped her grow.
Please give a warm welcome to Bridge Director Jaden Benaria.
Good evening, loved ones and class of 2026. I stand before you immensely honored to be here and representing a community I truly believed shaped my college and changed my life. In many of our communities, we believe we are trauma-bound, bound together by shared experiences of being ignored, exploited, disregarded by the very institutions that claim to serve us. From the moment our ancestors immigrated here, their worth was measured almost entirely for what they could produce. Their labor, their bodies, their silence, sexual labor, illegal labor, grueling, invisible, and dangerous labor that built systems we were never allowed into. And this year, and I mean this year in particular, has made that weight feel even heavier than ever. To be a Filipino in higher education under this administration meant watching our funding get before our very eyes. Bridge's mission was threatened and our purpose was questioned. It has meant seeing families ripped apart by ICE agents who show up without a warning and leave behind a grief no policy could ever fully name. It meant carrying the weight of wars we didn't start and forced to inherit. And it is important to acknowledge what is also happening back in the Philippines. Our government's interference with flood control, displacing people from their homes, their livelihoods, and just recently, acknowledging the earthquake that struck Mindanao, shaking the ground beneath the people we love. Every single atrocity I named here has a face, has a family member sitting in this room, has a story that didn't make the news, but lives in the heart of our chest. And I want to take a moment to honor that, to say that we see that. But I also want to acknowledge that we see so much more. Those experiences are not the only ones that define us. They're not the only ceilings of our story. Because look at what the people in this very room have built this year. From joint meetings and icebreakers that introduce the strength of our community to new members, to the first ever Phil-Am student-run ensemble, to Phil-Am Banquet, was entirely student-led, built from the ground up. And we did that while going to class. We did that while keeping up with our jobs. And we did that while managing our mental health, our families, and our lives. And we did not just survive this year, we created something. And as for Bridge, we faced funding cuts that threatened the heart of our mission. We felt isolation creeped in our very community. There were moments that were genuinely hard and completely uncertain. But what did we do? We turned inward. We asked our community to show up, to come late to work nights, to give what they have, to trust the process even when resources weren't guaranteed. We reached out to Filipino organizations that worked with us within our budget. We called onto other Phil-Am universities for solidarity and partnership. We did not wait for abundance to find us. We created it from within. And what grew from that? A retreat that healed our inner child. Shout out Isabel and Cassie. A PYC that changed youth's lives time and time again. Shout out Nicole and Benny. We looked within. We found strength. We led with love, with passion, and most importantly, resilience. So tonight, I want to ask you something. And I mean everyone in this room, on this stage, in this community. What if we chose to lead with abundance? Not pretending the pain isn't real, not erasing the history or minimizing what our people have been through and are still continuously going through, but choosing, actively, intentionally choosing to center the good that already exists within us. The talent, the care, the creativity, the love that shows up every single time when we gather like this. What if we built what we could imagine what we could build if we start from a place like this? What we could change if we stop waiting for institutions to validate us and start trusting what we already know about ourselves. We have always had enough. We have always been enough. So let's lead like it. Let's lead with abundance. Thank you. And congratulations.
Up next, we would like to introduce our senior speaker. The senior speaker is a student who feels that they are qualified to represent the graduating class of the Filipino AX Phil-Am community at the UC Davis. Please give a warm welcome to Celine Amanda Rivera Montales. Born and raised in Pasig City, Philippines, Celine Amanda Rivera Montales is an international student who moved to Davis 4 years ago for college. Growing up in the Philippines, Celine saw firsthand the struggles of the Filipino people, and this ignited in her a deep passion for community service. In high school, she held informative workshops on martial law and taught math and science to indigenous Lumad children who were displaced from their native lands due to military conflict. Moving to the US only furthered this passion. She recognized that while the experiences of Filipino Americans were similar to those of the Filipinos back home, they had their own unique challenges, and she strived to learn more about them and do what she could to help. In the Finland space at UC Davis, she was one of the interns for PCN 36 during her second year. Learning from her peers and upperclassmen allowed her to understand the adversities that Filipino Americans face, such as gentrification and systematic racism. However, she also saw their love for Filipino culture and their desire to deepen their connection to their Filipino identity. In her third year, Celine became one of the cultural coordinators for PCN 37 and the community cultural chair for Mga Kapatid. She shared her experiences and knowledge of Filipino culture with the community and notably organized the first Philam night market. This past year, she served as president of Mga Kapatid to continue her work and train the new generation of Philam leaders. She encouraged collaborations with other Philam organizations both within and outside of UC Davis and supported political and cultural workshops on issues back home and in the US. Most recently, she spearheaded a raffle fundraiser that raised $500 for typhoon relief in the Philippines. Being tonight's senior speaker is a great honor and privilege for her.
Now please welcome our senior speaker, Celine Gonzalez, to the stage.
Thank you, Mario and Justin, for that introduction. Good evening, everyone. My name is Celine Amanda Rivera Morales, and I'm honored and grateful to be standing here tonight as your Filipino graduation senior speaker. The theme of this year's Filipino graduation is Mga Bulaklak ng Kinabukasan, or Flowers of the Future. The first thing that came to mind when I saw this theme was one of my conversations with Albert Balingit, who is the founder of Mga Kapatid. During the last show of our latest Philippine Culture Night, we were backstage, and he was watching the introduction video showcasing the 7 Filipino-American organizations on campus. He likened us to branches of a tree, and I replied that he planted the seed. That seed contained the hopes and dreams of a mere 20 Filipino-American students. In 1969, during the Third World Liberation Front, those students who were tired of being underrepresented occupied an administration office and demanded the hiring of professors who could teach Filipino-American history and Tagalog. That year, they won and established Mga Kapatid, the first Filipino-American organization at UC Davis. Now, 57 years later, that seed has bloomed into beautiful flowers on sturdy branches. What started as 20 students turned into over 200, and what began as their hopes and dreams became our lived experiences. Notably, this past year has been characterized by the countless struggles of the Filipino diaspora. From budget cuts to the administration's attempts to eliminate DEI initiatives, our people face hardships every single day. Some, like myself, do not even know if they can stay in the US. Unfortunately, the situation back in the Philippines is not any better. Corruption in all levels of the government has been worsening, and the masses feel the impacts of it the most. However, even with all of this past year has also shown how united and powerful our community is. Whenever pressing controversies arose, such as the flood control issue and Duterte's ICC arrest, we immediately organized workshops to inform people on the situations. In response to the lessening Filipino-American classes being offered on campus, we held Tagalog workshops for students of all levels. No matter the circumstances, we turn towards the light and we fight for a collective vision. A vision to be heard, a vision to be acknowledged, a vision to take space. Even our mere presence here right now in this ceremony is a fight against the voices that attempt to silence us and a step towards that collective vision. Being a leader in this space has allowed me to see not only myself grow, but also the community and the individuals that make up our community. I've witnessed my peers become leaders like me, find their voices and passions, and guide the underclassmen. Likewise, I have seen each Filipino organization establish their own unique identities and become safe spaces for different groups of people. To my fellow graduates,
I am immensely proud of the growth that I have seen in everyone over the course of only 4 years, and I believe everyone should be proud of themselves as well. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, we will no doubt carry the traces of this space and of each other. Even as our paths begin to diverge, we will always remain connected by the same roots that brought us into this community. I have no doubt that our underclassmen will build on what we have established, but more importantly, I have no doubt that we will continue to prosper. The future may seem uncertain, but if this community has taught me one thing, it is to look forward to how everyone will continue to bloom. Before I end my speech, I leave you all with one final message. Keep loving our culture. Keep nurturing that curiosity and drive to learn more about it, for it will serve as the sunlight that will both stabilize and nurture you back. Keep our heritage alive, and keep being proud to be Filipino. Thank you again for having me tonight, and warmest congratulations to the class of 2026.
We will now present our Philgrad Award for the most outstanding Filipinx senior. The most outstanding senior award recognizes the achievements of an outstanding Filipinx American graduating senior whose academic record and community work inspires future Filipinx American graduates to get involved with the community and strive to be their best selves.
That being said, the recipient of this year's award goes to Waverly Rose Apolline Borges. Waverly Rose Apolline Borges is from Union City, California. She's the proud daughter of Will and Randy Borges and older sister to William Borges. Her own personal experience prior to college led to her to develop a deep passion for clinical psychology, and she ultimately earned her Bachelor of Science degree in biopsychology. She intends to pursue a PhD in conduct research in hopes of bringing more diversity to the psychology field. Throughout Waverly's 4 years in college, her strong sense of connection to the Philap community at UC Davis allowed her to be an active member and leader within the space. Her positions as a mentor for Bridges 2023 and 2024 Filipinx Youth Conferences and Mga Kapatid's 2023-2024 Co-Community Cultural Chairs served as a transformative experience that brought Waverly closer to her Filipinx identity.
As Mga Kapatid's 2024 to 2025 Vice President, Waverly oversaw the MK interns and altered their curriculum to provide them with engaging, educational, and valuable intern experience. She also worked closely with the amazing members of her executive and general board to encourage more inclusivity, unity, and education in MK. In her last year of college, Waverly was a co-director for the cultural dances Sayo sa Bangko and Cariñosa for PCM after participating as a dancer and singer in the event throughout her entire college career. Waverly is beyond grateful for her experience in the Philam community at UC Davis and has so much appreciation for everything she has learned during her time here. She will forever cherish the memories and friendships she made in the Philam, and she could not imagine her college experience without this community.
We would now like to welcome Waverly to the podium.
Hi everyone and good evening. I'd first like to say how incredibly grateful and honored I am to be chosen as the outstanding senior for the UC Davis Philam's graduating class of 2026. I also want to recognize my fellow graduates' hard work and dedication to their studies and the Philam community throughout their college careers. And I especially want to thank all the Philgrad coordinators and volunteers for this wonderful event. We see the amount of effort, time, and consideration you have put into making this night so special for everyone here. This opportunity would not be possible without you all. I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. Throughout my entire last year of college, I found myself continuously thinking of a memory I shared with my mom, Bente Borges, who was sitting in the crowd tonight with my dad, Will, and my younger brother, William. When I was around 4 years old, my mom enrolled me in ballet lessons at a dance studio in the Bay Area. As she put my hair into a bun for my first lesson, she explained to me how she has always wanted to do ballet when she was little, but her parents never gave her the opportunity. She wanted to provide me with the experiences she never had. I took lessons for a few years, and unfortunately, hate is a strong word, so over time, I came to really dislike ballet. It just wasn't for me. I worked up the courage to tell my mom I wanted to quit, and she told me, well, maybe you just need to give a little bit more time, and you'll come back to liking dancing again. I looked back at her and I told her, Mom, that's your dream, not mine. It's safe to say that my mom unenrolled me from my ballet lessons almost immediately after. Looking back, wow, yeah, little me really knew how to pack a punch with my words. But as I've grown older and replayed this memory over and over in my head, I realized one thing. My mom's dream was never for me to dance. She wanted to show me that it was okay for me to do what I love. To show me that there is nothing that will keep me from pursuing my passions. Because of her support, along with that of my dad and my brother and the people closest to me, I grew believing that I can truly do anything I put my mind to. Mom, your dream is mine, and it always has been. With this, all of you in the audience tonight are a mirror. You reflect the dreams and hopes of the graduates on stage. I find this year's theme, Mga Bulaklak ng Kinabukasan, or Flowers of the Future, so fitting because of this. Us graduates grew from the dreams you planted in us. We do not just embody the hopes of the people in this room, but we represent the effort and ambitions of generations. With the social and political struggles our community has faced in the past, even this ceremony is an homage to our ancestors' wishes. Graduates, as we transition into life after college, we must remember that we are the culmination of what our relatives have envisioned for the future. We all should enter the real world with pride, knowing what we accomplished is something we and our loved ones once only dreamed of. Thank you again, and congratulations to UC Davis Villam's graduating class of 2026.
Can we please give another big round of applause to all of our speakers tonight? We would also like to say one more thank you to Carol, the SRRC Operations Director, Christine Imperial, Celine Corpuz, and Megan, the Facilities Manager. We'd also like to acknowledge Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor of UC Davis, Mary Crohan, for attending and showing her support for our graduates. In addition, we would also like to acknowledge the efforts of our volunteers today. Our ceremony wouldn't have been possible without everyone's effort and dedication.
Special thanks to the Student Retention and Recruitment Center, UC Davis Student Affairs, Cross Cultural Center, and the Strategic Asian and Pacific Islander Retention Initiative for their generous help in making this special event come to life. Thank you all again.
And now, I would like to announce who our keynote speaker will be. Ladies and gentlemen, for 10 years, she's been breaking barriers from becoming runner-up on Pinoy Big Brother to becoming the first Filipina artist to collaborate with Riot Games, introducing me onto the world of Valorant.
She was one of the first from her generation to take the lead from the Philippines to the United States, not just chasing opportunity, but chasing freedom. She didn't just grow up in the spotlight, she built a legacy in it. and her story is still being written.
Make some noise for Ilona Garcia!
Sunod naman sumalang si Ilona.
Okay, I'm excited. Well, there's something going down, like the storm in the sky.
Our second team band placer.
Describe yourself 10 years from now.
On stage performing worldwide tour.
Choices always wearing me down. Voices, I hear them getting too loud. I don't wanna stay here. I don't wanna be here. I don't wanna wait. Ooh, choices, they always wearing me down. It's starting to get a little dark in these places, making me go crazier, crazier. I hate this feeling that I'm feeling empty, taking up space too much. I think there's something in the air. I think I'm getting faded. I don't know where I am, and I can't escape it. So far, so hard, so hard, so hard, so hard, so hard, so hard, so
Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry. Kamusta po kayo? Okay lang? Sana okay lang. You guys good? How are you guys doing? Just good? How about great? How about excited? How about proud? No? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. First off, I just want to say thank you for giving me the space to be here in you guys' presence. I'm actually really excited to be here. I never got to experience my graduation, so I'd love to just at least be here to support everybody else's as much as I can. And this is my speech for y'all. I actually rewrote this speech quite a few times, and I was rewriting it in the car on the way here. So apologies if I mess up along the way. But first off, hi, my name is Ilona Garcia, and before I say anything else, what I should have said is congratulations. Congratulations, guys. Today is one of those rare moments in life where you get to pause and look back at how far you've come before taking your next step forward. I know there are probably a lot of emotions in this room right now. Excitement, relief, pride, maybe even a little fear. And because as exciting as new beginnings are, they also come with uncertainty. And if you're feeling that, I want you to know that it's okay. I think uncertainty is a sign that you're growing. Not because, oops, sorry, I missed a sentence. Let me just make sure I find where I left off. Okay, yes, I think uncertainty is a sign that you're growing. And if I could, I'd hand each of you a letter today. Not because I have all the answers, but because sometimes it's helpful to hear from someone who's still figuring things out too. So consider this my letter to you. I was born and raised in Sydney, Australia, in a predominantly white suburb. I grew up with 2 loving parents and 4 siblings. I'm the middle child, and if any of you are middle children, you probably know exactly what comes with that. You learn how to translate, you learn how to listen, you learn how to help people understand each other. And before I realized it, I had somehow become the bridge between people. Sometimes it was my older sister and my younger sister. Sometimes it was my younger brother and my older brother. Sometimes it was my siblings and my parents. And I didn't know it then, but those moments were teaching me something important about who I was. And as I got older, that role started showing up in other places too. I found myself connecting people to opportunities, then connecting artists to opportunities, then connecting fans in the Philippines to opportunities in entertainment, then connecting the Philippines to the United States, and then connecting the United States back to the Philippines. And what I've realized looking back is that life has a very funny way of preparing you for your purpose before you even know what it is. Moving on, sometimes the things that come naturally to you are actually clues. Not answers, but clues. Clues about what you're here to contribute. The truth is, though, purpose doesn't always feel inspiring. Sometimes it feels lonely. Sometimes it feels confusing. Sometimes it feels like everyone else has an instruction manual and yours got lost in the mail. There were moments in my journey when I felt incredibly alone. Moments when I questioned myself. Moments when I wondered whether I was even doing the right thing. But what kept me going wasn't certainty. It was actually people. The people who believed in me, the people who showed up, like you all today, the people who reminded me who I was when I forgot. And eventually, I learned to become one of those people for myself as well. That's something I hope you remember after today. That you don't have to have your whole life figured out. You don't have to know exactly where you'll be in 5 years, because honestly, most people don't. I didn't even know, kind of. But what matters is paying attention to what moves you, what excites you, what breaks your heart, what keeps showing up in your life over and over and over again, because those things are usually trying to tell you something. As you leave here and start this next chapter, there will be people who tell you to be practical. And practicality has its place, but I hope you don't let practicality become fear in disguise. I hope you give yourself permission to be curious, to try things, bless you, to fail, to change your mind, to surprise yourself. The people you admire most probably didn't follow a straight line to get where they are now. They just kept taking the next step, and the next one, and the next one after that. If there's one thing I'd like you to take from my story, it's this. You don't have to do everything alone. The people around you matter. Community matters. Friendship matters. Asking for help matters. Being willing to help someone else matters. You matter. The opportunities I've had in my life didn't come from trying to build something by myself. They came from people. Every meaningful thing in my life has come from people. So today, as you spread your wings and pursue whatever it is that drives you, I want you to know this other thing. You have more people rooting for you than you think. And if you ever find yourself doubting whether you belong in the room, whether your dream is worth pursuing, or whether you're capable of more than you can currently see, I'm rooting for you as well. And it's not because I know exactly where you're going, but because I know how much can happen when you believe in yourself and when someone believes in you. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished. Congratulations on this chapter, and congratulations on the one you're about to begin. The world is waiting for what only you can bring to it. So thank you. And congratulations. All right, now, I hope it is okay with y'all, but I'd like to serenade y'all. I have just one song. I'm trying to actually actively figure out how I'm gonna sing this to you guys, because I don't want to just turn my back on y'all. I can take it off? Okay. Ooh. Whoa. Strength. Nice. All right. Yeah, how do I do this? Let's see. No. How about here? If I stay here, is this fine? Yeah, just so it's like you guys aren't. I'm like with you. Okay. Is this cool with you guys? Yeah. And then you guys? Yeah. Okay, cool. This song is Don't Go Changing because I hope that even as you guys continue your journey, as times may change, I hope you guys don't. I hope you guys keep your heart. It's 6:15, I know you gotta hit the road, but before you go, just give me one more to remember you by. Is that a B-roll? By the way, got a tattoo on my heart of your name. I know you gotta catch a plane, but before you go, just want you to know you're so irreplaceable. So don't you go changing. Oh, don't bring me back, no one knew. Only you prove to me what good loving could be when we make it. So baby, please, don't you go changing. Oh, I need to breathe you like O2. Only you, only when we. So don't change on me, stay the same way, stay the same way. Yeah, I see. And I don't need time no more. I'm wavy, but I'm sure it's only you. You make me feel the kind of high low when you need to know I'm all the way in. Waiting, baby, get much closer. So promise when you come home, you're still the person you left at the door. 'Cause no matter what I do, I can't ever quit loving you. No, so don't you go changing. Oh, don't bring me back, no one knew. Only you prove to me what good loving could be when we make it. So baby, please, don't you go changing. Oh, I need to breathe you like O2. Only you, only you, only. So don't change on me. Stay the same way on me. Stay the same way on me. Baby, don't change. Baby, don't you change. Baby, don't change. Don't you change. Oh, baby, don't change. Baby, don't change. Don't you change on me. Stay the same way on me. Stay the same way on me. Baby, don't change. Please don't change. Don't you change. Please don't change. And congratulations!
Can we give another big round of applause for Ilona? Can we please get a photo with the graduating class?
Is everyone seeing? Yes. Yeah? So no one has to stand up? Okay. All right. No one needs to stand? No. Okay. Maybe you back row, like stand just a little bit. Okay. Got it. All right. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you.
And now, we will be proceeding to the moment that you've all been waiting for. The Philgrad Chords are so excited to present our graduating class of 2026.
Presenting our graduates this year is Christine Imperial and Celine Corpus. Celine Corpus, or as others may know her as, Celi, is an alumna of the Filipino community of UC Davis. She's a daughter of Filipino immigrant workers who migrated from the Philippines and found their home in both Delano and Stockton. Growing up, Celi got involved in activism by advocating for ethnic studies in her high school to provide education that is more meaningful for students to learn about their culture and community. While attending UC Davis from 2018 to 2021, she majored in Asian American Studies and Film Studies as a first-generation college student. While attending school, she spent the majority of her time being with the community from Mga Kapatid, Bridge, PCN, with her sisters of Kappa Psi Epsilon and Anak Bayan Davis. While in college, she became more politicized about the issues happening in the Philippines and saw the importance of speaking out for her kababayan. Celi found her passion outside of school and chose a lifelong commitment to be a community organizer for the Filipino community.
It has always been Celi's purpose to serve the people back in the Philippines and abroad. Currently, she is the National Education Director of Kabataan Alliance, a national alliance of Filipino youth across the nation that fights for the rights and welfare for our kababayan. She has been involved in many community campaigns such as the Banayan disaster response for typhoon relief in the Philippines. Through Kabataan Alliance, she also works in partnership with the Tanggol Migrante Movement, a national Filipino alliance dedicated to defending and protecting Filipinos facing migrant attacks under the Trump administration. Celi enjoys being a figure to many Filipino youth from different walks of her life. It's her hope that she continues to empower others to engage in collective action for the most oppressed communities to fight for a better reality and future. Christine Imperial was born in Mandaluyong, Philippines, and currently lives in Oakland with her partner. A PhD candidate in cultural studies, Christine has TA'd for the Asian American Studies since 2023 and recently finished their first quarter teaching as an associate instructor for ASA 150. They are also so grateful to be here and to celebrate the graduating class of 2026. We want to especially shout out their swagapinos from ASA 150.
We would also like to congratulate those from the class of 2026 who unfortunately could not attend today's Philgrad ceremony. Let's give a round of applause to the graduates.
So for those who couldn't make it today, is Patrick Arbaleda, Juan Nico Apenoya, Shana Bunzalan, and Annabelle Jure Santoyo. And now the moment that y'all have been waiting for the graduates who are here today, we will be starting the procession and presenting your names. And so I have the privilege of reading the graduates' names. I think I've seen them really grow up since their first and second year, so I'm really proud of all of y'all's achievements and work. And so we'll just start off first with Angela Anaya.
Hello everyone, good evening. As I celebrate this milestone, I want to thank my family, my best friends in the audience, Taj, Iris, and Ina, and the village that has supported me throughout my journey. After moving from the Philippines at a young age, I've been fortunate to grow up surrounded by people who encourage me to stay connected to my culture and community. During my time at Davis, my 4 years with Bayanihan Clinic strengthened my connection to both my Filipino heritage and my appreciation for community service. I am grateful to carry these experiences with me into the next chapter. Maraming salamat and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Jalen Paige Perez Angorden.
Hello everyone. I want to thank my family for taking care of me growing up. I spent basically every day at my Lola's house after school and it became my second home. Every 6 of my Lolas and my 1 Lola who lived in that house have taught me something that I'll continue to carry with me even after college. I also want to thank my little sister who would be hard at work at practice every day but still found time for me at the end of her busy day. And lastly, I want to thank my parents who commit 100% to helping me and my sister achieve our dreams. Thank you.
Torin Kamlan Orgazinio.
Thank you. All right, so hi everyone. I don't have the words in me to communicate how much love, gratitude, and admiration I truly do have for the people in this room, both in the audience and on stage with me today, and to my side. I want to dedicate this moment to the ones who got me here today. Thank you to those in the Davis Philam and mga kapatid who constantly welcomed and supported me as I tried my absolute best to make this space better in the only ways I knew how. Thank you to my family for always showing me love and compassion, for reminding me to give myself grace when I start to blame myself. Thank you to my parents and grandparents for raising me to be someone I'm truly proud to be today. Finally, thank you to the love of my life, Caitlin Polito, over there. Thank you to her for being the best friend that I could ever ask for, my favorite person, and most of all, my anchor, especially when times get tough and times got tough. So, thank you all for the laughs, the good times and the bad. Caitlin, thank you for everything. I love you most. And I just want to give a special shout out to Caitlin's parents out there in the audience, all my relatives. My parents out there in the audience for making the long trek. My little Gerard also on stage, and Sally for welcoming me into the Philam. That's the OG president, and I just followed in her footsteps. Thank you. And congratulations, class of 2026. That's us, we did it!
next one, Grace Hermosilia Asuncion.
Hello, everyone. The Philam has always been a place of community where we're all able to share the same culture and identity. And I really want to thank every single person that I met in the Philam that helped me make Davis feel like home, especially to my littles. Lila, Chelsea, and Olivia, and to my day ones, Derek and Wade. And y'all truly made my time so special, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Honestly, without y'all's support, I wouldn't have been able to survive the 3 years I've done leadership for both MK and PCN. Trust me, it's not easy. And most importantly, I want to thank my family for the endless love and support that has brought me to this very moment. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I also want to congratulate the class of 2026. Guys, we're done!
Zachary Jordan Bison.
All right. Considering that I am a transfer student who is only given 2 years to really adjust to the quarter system, I don't think I was given enough time to truly cherish all the friends I made in the Philam. And so I'm just gonna keep this brief. I want to thank my beautiful friends out in the crowd. I love you guys so much. Thank you for pushing me to come to Davis and to be friends with all these amazing people. I want to especially thank MK Political Committee, and I also want to especially thank Bridge Board for making me feel so welcome into the Philam. And last but not least, I want to thank my big and all my sibs. I love you guys so much, and I hope we can be each other's eyes forever and ever.
Jaden Hokulea Serla Benaria.
Thank you. I'd first like to thank my 4 beams of support, my mom, my dad, and my 2 little sisters, Janelle and Jayla. I genuinely value our relationship so much more than you will ever know. I want to thank my mama, my papa, my apu, Uncle Ray, and Uncle John for always coming and supporting me and coming all this way. And I want to thank my older sisters that I've never had, Daniela, Kristen, Faye, Tasha, Phoebe, and Haley. And then I also want to thank my forever littles, Jess, Kiona, Laura, Emery, Nick, Mario. And remember, TGIF, thank God I'm Filipino.
Waverly Rose Apulen Borje.
All right, I'll just keep my speech really brief and short. I could not be here without the amazing people in my life. Thank you to my littles, Kayla, Lonnie, Kelly, and Sean, and shout out Fine Line and Mama y Papa Line. Shout out my Filipino huntrix, Grace and Derek. I could not have survived in college without you both. My housemates in Lazoo, I love y'all. You truly made my apartment feel like my home. Thank you to my boyfriend Tyler for always being with me through my ups and downs. I'll pause. My my best friend Em, thank you for graduating every stage of life with me, like literally, like for our 18 years of friendship, guys. We've been through every single institution together. Finally, thank you, Dad, for allowing me to realize what my passions are. Mom, for your constant support, and William for always being the person who understands me the most. I love all of you, and thank you again. Congrats to the graduating class 2026.
Nicholas Villanueva Braga.
I have a little bit of a backstory. There's a lot of times I go back to my YouTube channel, not just to watch my Minecraft videos when I was 10 years old, but there was a project I did for AP Lang when I was a graduating senior. And it was inspired by the movie Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And it was about a boy who always tried to stray away from his mom, who always saw her son as her baby boy. And I think looking back at that video, every 3 months or so, it reminds me of how lucky I am to have my mom and my dad and my brother, to have them as supporting figures who will always love me, even though when I'm a mess or when I'm a moody teenager. And also to my loving girlfriend, Kemma. She's a new addition that has always helped me through my messes in college, so yeah, thank you to you all.
Devin Elijah Sunga Briones. Where's our winning Dev?
First, I want to say thank you, God, for getting me through these past 4 years. I want to thank my family for coming out here today to share this moment with me. Thank you guys for supporting me through this whole journey. It was rough at times, but you guys kept me grounded and helped me stay focused through it all. It's no secret to those who are close to me that Davis wasn't my favorite place in the world. But I'll always be grateful for the friendships and cherish the memories I've made over the last 4 years. Thank you.
Kyle Clarence De Lima Buen.
That's my man!
I don't really prepare my speech. I know it's super hot today. Thank you guys for coming. It was like 200 degrees out. I just want to make it quick. I want to thank the Miranda family. I want to thank the Apilia family. I want to thank the beautiful Ray. It's fantastic seeing you guys all here, and thank you so much.
And Carol May Liano Bumagat.
Hello everyone. To my parents, I wouldn't have done it without your support since birth. You both have been my #1 supporters when it comes to both my little brother and I. All your hard work and sacrifices for me does not go unnoticed. To my friends and boyfriend, thank you for being there for me and always cheering me on. From the early mornings to late nights, whether hanging out, eating out, or studying, I'm so grateful to have such an amazing support system. I am so glad we all crossed paths because every one of you has blessed my life with such unforgettable memories and laughs that I will always look back on. I love you guys. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Sean Michael Cantoria.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hope y'all are having a good night and aren't too tired, and I'll just get ahead. I want to thank first my friends, both my best friends from back home and here in Davis. Y'all know who you are. You've seen me at my lowest and my highest, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without you all. I would like to thank Pace for giving me the opportunity to go straight from an intern to president of this year. You've given me the opportunity to give back to the whole film community the same way you guys welcomed me with such open arms. Shout out transfer classes, because I was also a transfer student. And last but definitely not least, my family. I owe you guys more than the world, and y'all mean more than anything to me. Everything I do is for you guys. Thank you to my mom, dad, Adrian, and my lola, lolo, and my kuya Alan, who we sadly lost in 2017 to depression and suicide. He was only 20 years old. He obviously isn't here today, but I know he's watching over me today. And not only me, but watching over all of us. We love and miss you always. If you don't remember anything from my little spiel today, I want to leave you with please check on the people around you, spread positivity, and lead your life with kindness. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.
Tyler, Jordan, Nicholas, carry on.
To my family and friends here for me today, could you please make some noise so they know who I'm addressing? The last time I addressed you like this at a graduation was when I spoke on behalf of my 8th grade class. All these years later, I'm happy you are still here for my milestones. I want to thank Mama Letty, Papa Ike, Nana, Wowo, Kia, Dean, and all my friends back home watching this live to see me. You've all shaped me into the person I am and taught me how to love openly and deeply. Mom and Dad, I told you I was scared. Scared when you dropped me off for the first day of preschool, first day of high school, and over a text my first night in Davis. But through it all, you two pushed me to be brave and share my love with the world. And so I did with many of these people here beside me, many of which I call my friends. I'm forever grateful, and I can't wait to jump in the crowd to see you when this is over. I love you guys. Thank you.
Tyler Lucas Chan.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to take this moment to thank everyone who has supported me through my time here at UC Davis. My mom, dad, little sister, grandma, and the rest of my family who have been my day one supporters. The friends that I've met in college that have made my time here meaningful. And finally, my girlfriend, Waverly, who has been with me through my ups and downs. You guys, you know we're meant for each other because we wrote the exact same thing about each other in our speeches. I would also like to shout out the communities that have been my support system during this time, the Tinickling team, which has been a big part of my time for the last 4 years, as well as all my littles who I'm honored to be your big. I want to thank you all for the wonderful memories here, and congrats to the class of 2026.
Shiloh Rose Colongan.
Wait, chat, let me do my be real.
Okay, cool, thanks. First, shout out Mom and Dad for literally being the reason why I'm here today. I am the embodiment of all the sacrifices you have both made, and I know the last 4 years have been filled with tears, uncertainty, and difficulty, but I promise your sacrifices will not be in vain. Shout out Lola, who unfortunately isn't here today. It's been almost 10 years without you, but every day has been about you. I hope you are watching and are proud of me, and I wish that you could see the young lady that this little girl has grown up into. I don't want to go over time, but shout out class of 2026. Shout out Milo, Dana, Celine. Shout out Infinity. Shout out my big Casey and Andrew, my twin. Shout out RT, the Rapid Transit Line. Especially the ones who are here today: Olivia, Rachel, Gabby, Lauren, Johanna, Renee. Shout out MK Board. Shout out MKBSLS. Shout out Monty, my co. Shout out PCS. Shout out last year Field Guide Board and this year Field Guide Board. Shout out my hood, New Jersey. Shout out Unitrans. Shout out Celine's Canvas account. Shout out Second Floor, Peter Shields, Reading Room, Reading Room. And lastly, shout out our successors, our future Philam leaders. Remember to treat yourself with kindness and with grace and lead with compassion. And y'all, I'm gonna see you at the Bruno Mars concert in October. All right.
Arwin, Mickey, Guerrero, Kuniaman.
I'm gonna try and make this fast, but this ceremony not only celebrates undergraduates, but also graduate students. A part of those graduate students, although she's sitting in the crowd right now, is my mom. 4 years ago, I was standing on stage with a high school diploma, while my mom, at the same time, stood by my side with her master's in nurse practitioning. Now, I stand with my bachelor's of science, and now my mom, with her PhD in nurse practitioning, graduating at the same time. My mom for always being there with me, and to better things. Thank you.
Victoria, Abigail, De Jesus.
Hi to my wonderful line for introducing me to new experiences and getting me out of my comfort zone. Thank you so much, Arwin, Jason, and Zach. And to my lovely support system for getting me through my time here at Davis. I love you so, 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 so much. Andrew, Karen, and Emily, you guys are officially honorary Filipinos in my heart. Yay, we love you!
Dave Ramoso de Leon.
I love you, Faye. Thank you.
At first, finding my footing at UC Davis felt overwhelming, especially having to commute an hour each day just to get to classes at one point. However, the Philam community helped make such a big campus feel smaller. From meeting amazing people at the art courts through rec volleyball, to finding time to hang out with my little despite our busy schedules. Every moment reminded me I belonged here, whether it was supporting PCN performers or singing Versace on the floor at karaoke night with my big and sibs. Each memory showed me that there was a strong Filipino community on campus, and that I was exactly where I was meant to be. Thank you to my aunts and uncles and cousins and siblings for their impact on my academic journey, and to Mommy and my little sister Leanne for their unwavering support along the entire way, especially in those moments where all I needed was a hug. Love you all lots, and congrats to the class of 2026.
Heather, Erin, Dalieta, Diaz.
Good evening, everyone. I first want to thank the friends I've made here at Davis. I'm so grateful for you guys and the memories we've made. Thank you for your friendship and for coming here today. Thank you also to my younger sisters, Bianca and Erin, my younger brother, Ethan, and my tita Edna, who are watching the live stream right now, for being a great support system and always being present when I need it. I love you guys so much. Lastly, thank you always to my wonderful parents for all you do for me and never failing to show up for me. I hope that one day I can repay you for all the sacrifices you make for me and my siblings. I don't say it enough, but maraming salamat po sa inyo and mahal na mahal ko kayong dalawa.
Justin Escrito.
I just want to say thank you for the family that has brought me up these past 21 years to bring me to where I'm at right now. My girlfriend for the past 6 years being the biggest support system in my life, and the community that has been around me also bringing me up to where I'm at right now. That being FAC, Rendalia, Ensemble, my littles out here in the crowd, and my bigs, Max, Patrick, and also Cody as well. Thank you, everybody. And one last message: I love being Filipino. Yeah!
Al Esguera.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I'd like to thank the PhilGrad Committee for making such an amazing event possible. I'd like to thank the PhilAm community as well for just providing a really welcoming space and giving us a place to embrace our culture. Shout out to all of my friends for keeping me sane throughout this time at Davis. And also I'd like to shout out my family for your unconditional love and support. I really wouldn't be here without you guys, and I owe you guys everything. And finally, I'd like to quote my handsome and intelligent friend, Justin Escrito, I love being Filipino.
Christian Espada.
I just want to dedicate this to the best support system I could have had for these past 4 years. That, of course, being my friends from Daly City, who I see right over there. And also my family who are over in Vacaville spending the night so that they could make it to my commencement tomorrow morning. I truly could not have done this without them. And I also just want to thank the spaces and communities I've had the pleasure of being a part of for these past 4 years. I want to thank PACE for letting me be on board for all 4 years. I want to thank PCN for letting me be a wonderful stage manager. And I just want to thank all the wonderful people that I've met in those spaces that made my time here so memorable. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2026!
John Xavier Fernandez.
I just want to thank my family, friends, mentors, and all the communities that I've been a part of throughout my time in Davis, especially EOP and Leader, which have just given me the biggest support system. I just feel so lucky and grateful to have been surrounded by so much warmth, love, and encouragement and support these past 4 years. Thank you.
Keithley Felicia Marie Flores. Hi everyone, I want to thank my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, and my sister's husband for being here and supporting me all the time. I want to thank my housemates, thank you for always showing up for me and helping me live through college. Shout out Thea, shout out Charmaine, shout out Nicole, shout out David. Thank you Alyssa and Daniel for traveling all the way out to see me. Thank you to the Tinikling team for shaping my college experience for the last 3 years, and thank you to the Philgrad Courts. Thank you. Mitch Garcia.
First off, I just want to say thank you to my mom, thank you to my dad, thank you to my entire family, my friends who drove over just for me, and those who weren't able to make it today. Also, huge shout out to my big and little who are also graduating today. Mia and Ashton, I wouldn't have been able to do it without any of your guys' support. So I just want to say thank you for one of the most insane years of my life and the greatest memories of all. I'm so proud of us all. Mahal kitang lahat, and uy, Pilipin!
Rose Gailey.
We're barely halfway done. I've already started crying. Let me be clear about this. To the Philgrad community, despite not being Filipino, I really thank you for welcoming me with opening arms and for giving me a home away from home. To my friends, thank you for all the joyful and fun memories you've given me here at my time in Davis. To my family, I really am thankful for all the consistent and unconditional love and support that you've given me. And to my mom, dad, H and Lisa who are in the crowd, thank you for coming down here for this ceremony and for my ceremony tomorrow, and I love you all so much.
Parker Nathaniel Garcia Guban.
Hello. My sister mentioned how excited she was to see where my happy feet will take me, so I wanted to answer that today. So my happy feet has taken me to UC Davis's PCN, where I got to dance and co-direct with such talented people. Tomorrow it'll take me to my commencement ceremony, and it'll take me to places where self-doubt and imposter syndrome will no longer shape me. And it'll take me back to my family time and time again to celebrate, joke, and live my life as they are the luckiest stars in my universe. Thank you to Ate Becky, who joined us officially in 2023, and for helping me throughout my UC years as a first-generation student. And thank you, Mom, Dad, and Ate Sarah for loving and supporting me unconditionally for 22 years and counting.
Rihanna Sarmiento Gutierrez.
Thank you to my parents for always supporting me and all the sacrifices you made to allow me to graduate at this great college. Shout out them up there. Shout out to my lolas watching. Shout out to both my lolos watching from heaven. Maraming salamat for your love and helping me connect with our Filipino culture. Also, shout out to my Big Tori for all your support. Thank you for teaching me Filipino mahjong. And shout out to my brother who just finished his first year here. One day he'll be up here on stage celebrating too. I'm so thankful for the community the Philam has given me. Each person I've met has helped shape a part of the person I am today. Shout out Coquette Line, and all my friends. I love my littles, Aying, Jasmine, Abby. Salamat.
Natalie Konanan Hanggan.
Alright, I've never been brief, so I'll try to talk fast. Thank you for my mom for always guiding me and talking with me on the phone for hours. Thank you for my dad for being able to drive me anywhere I want to go. Thank you to my beautiful siblings, Rachel and Grayson, my grandparents, especially the ones that aren't here, my Auntie Sandy and my Uncle Michael for all the paper towel drop-offs, my Auntie Vanjie, my Uncle Jay, my Auntie Momo, my Auntie Barla, my Uncle Patrick, my Uncle Walter, my Auntie Vanessa, my Uncle Wayne, and all of my beautiful family. Shout out to political committee, especially my co-Sophia. Shout out to Pibble. Shout out to MK. Shout out to Sally. Shout out to the taco stand that's where the Rite Aid used to be. Shout out to the 24-hour study room. Shout out to Anti-Monday. Shout out to the Cockroach Exterminators of Davis. Shout out to Tetris and Solitaire. Shout out to Amtrak, Unitrans, and anyone who's ever got me a ride, anyone who's ever answered my questions on a class Discord, and everyone whose Candle Plus account I use. Thank you.
Alessandra Hernando.
Hello everyone, I'm sorry for that horrible dab. Thank you to my housemates, my 405ers, Linda, Kitika, and Ella. They're over there in the crowd. Woo! They're always down to drink boba with me no matter the occasion. You guys have been there from my boba cravings to my late night crash out. Thank you for watching Heated Revelry with me last night with Cold Stone Ice Cream. And thank you to Backboard for everything and for the broader Phil-Am community for shaping my college experience. Whether you're white, Viet, or Chinese, stay Filipino because being Filipino comes from the soul. Thank you.
Rihanna Maria Lijano Herrera.
Hi, a huge thank you to my family, especially my parents, Roderick and Mary Lou, for being my pillars of support these past few years. I could not have graduated without their love and guidance. A big shout out to Bridge, especially Jaden, for helping me connect with other Phil-Ams for my honors thesis on Filipinx Americans college experiences. I love you, I see you all. I also want to thank my late grandmother, Remedios, or Lola Meding, or Mai, who always emphasized the importance of education to my cousins and I, and who brought our family to America so that we can have the opportunities to be happy and successful in life. She's always wanted to see me walk to receive my college degree, and while she isn't here with us, I know that she's watching over all of us and our family's accomplishments. I love you all, thank you, and congrats to the class of 2026.
Isabel Ann Idio.
Mga kababayan, hi, my name is Isabel, and gusto ko ipasalamat yung mga magulang ko. Binibigyan nila lahat sa akin at sa mga kapatid ko. At dahil sa kanila, pwede ko i-pursue yung dream ko na maging isang doktor. Lahat ng mga accomplishments ko ay dahil sa lahat ng mga pinahirapan, sakripisyo at pagmamahal nila para sa akin. So maraming salamat sa mami at daddy ko. Mahal ko kayo. My Lola and my friends and all my family watching at home. I love you guys so much.
Anthea Cecilia Iglesia.
Hi everyone. First, I'd like to thank God for everything that I have and all that I am.
None of this would be possible without his grace, guidance, and blessings throughout my journey. I'd also like to thank my family, my mom, dad, Asher, and Athena, for being my biggest supporters. Even though we were separated by distance, I could always feel your love and encouragement all the way from Jersey. Finally, thank you to the Philam community for welcoming me with open arms and for all the memories you've given me throughout college. Congratulations to the class of 2026, and one more thing, let's go Knicks!
Nicole, Marie, James.
Hello. I just wanted to shout out friends and family here today to celebrate my graduation. Thank you to my aunt for driving up to see me graduate even with your busy work schedule. Salamat to my inay, who has worked really hard to raise me by herself. Mahal na mahal kita. Shout out to Frances as well, who wasn't able to make it today. She's been my best friend since elementary school and my shoulder to lean on for many years. And thank you to Destiny, who was able to bring light back to my life when I was struggling in freshman year. I love all of you so much. And lastly, thank you to Baini Hung Clinic for an amazing past 2 years that I've spent as an intern and board member. And congrats to the class of 2026.
Pia Elaine Kennedy.
Magandang gabi sa inyong pong lahat. This milestone is for my mama. Ma, ikaw ang biyak ko. Titas, Tita Tess, Tito Jay, Tito Mike, and my late Lola who passed away this start of the year. I also want to thank my Tohoslan and my little Mandy, as well as for the children around the world who do not have the same education, who do not have the same access to education and the opportunity that we celebrate today. As an only child, I came to college without siblings, but through Philam, I found my mga kapatid. In more ways than one, this community became the bridge that aided me through my journey. So thank you, everyone. I'm a human mosaic of everyone I've met. Thank you.
Michaela Ariel Lapos Labeteria. I would like to thank my friends, my family, my immediate family, my mom, my dad, and huge shout out to my little brother Dylan. If you saw him in PCN, he was a scary dad, so he's very talented, and I'm very proud to be his sister, and I really hope that my time in Davis has shown him that the sky's the limit, and no matter wherever he goes, I'll always be in his corner. So to that, thank you to everyone who has endlessly supported me throughout these 4 years. I can say with confidence that the love and dedication you've poured into me were the reasons I had the confidence to go out into the world and achieve everything that I hope to. Thank you so much. Cassie Lectora.
Hi, good evening. First of all, I want to thank my bridge board, Isabel, Benny, Nicole, Jaden, Kiona, and my interns, Ella and Anna. Thank you for uplifting and supporting me throughout this year. To my family here tonight, Mom, Dad, Ate, Nanang, and Rara, and my family and friends that couldn't be here tonight, thank you for all the love you have given me. And a special thank you to Isabel, Pia, and Sophia. Thank you for being there by my side and offering me food, your time, your care, and your couch. Thank you for helping me when I couldn't help myself. I'm eternally grateful for your care. To everyone I named, I love you, thank you, and congrats, class of 2026.
Madeline Lee.
Hi everyone, I wanted to give a shout out to all of the amazing people I've met from my time in Bridge. Shout out to Isabel, Nicole, Kiona, Jaden, Mario, Daniela for introducing me to the Filiam, and my big Kristen for making my experiences at Bridge so special. Thank you Mom and Dad for always having my best interests at heart and for supporting me when you knew how scared I was to not have all the answers. I promise that wherever I happily end up in life will be because of your love and guidance which have shaped the person I've become today. Thank you and congrats to my fellow grads.
Abigail Calumpiano, Madla.
Okay, full transparency, the Knicks just won, guys. Anyways, mga kababayan, mga kaibigan. Okay, first off, I just want to thank God because without God, all things are possible. I would not be here without Him, so thank you. Shout out my parents, my biggest supporters who continue to support me throughout, to continue to help me to support and like just pursue my dreams no matter what. You guys are my number one supporters. They've been through like all my PCNs and everything, so I would not be here without them. To my brothers, Michael, Kuya Boboy, Kuya Anthony, Kuya Aaron, y'all are my rock for real. I love y'all down. To also my Kuya Aaron, my Ate Pai, so my Kuya Anthony, my Ate Pai, my nieces and my nephews that are literally watching the live stream in my apartment right now because I couldn't get tickets for them. So shout out them as well. To my aunties who are also watching the live stream in the Philippines because my uncle is sick. Shout out to them for real because I literally would not be here again without y'all. It really takes a village, and I'm so thankful for them as well as my community. So also shout out to the Philam for real. Love y'all down. Thank you.
Apollonia Palmaria Martin.
Hello everyone. I just want to thank y'all for all coming to this graduation. Getting to this point feels like defying all odds. At a really young age, I have struggled with mental health. I didn't think I would live past the age of 17, but here I am, 25, and finally here. A little note of people that I want to thank. I want to thank my family, my mom and my dad. My mom really holding me down and loving me as I am, really seeing me in my trans identity and my queer identity in this life. It really means a lot. I also want to thank the university for a full ride scholarship and for paying for my top surgery. Dreams do come true, and I'm just so grateful. With a platform like this, I want to also shine light and say, free Sudan, free Palestine, free Congo, fuck ICE, justice for Negros 19, abolish US imperialism, power to the people, and happy Pride, everyone.
Emma Marie Dayang Martin.
Fair warning, this speech has been written maybe 7 times right now. But I want to thank this Filipino community, especially Lauren, Nathan, Derek, and Caitlin, who helped show me that home can be more than a place. I would not be standing on the stage tonight without my wonderful MK family and new little siblings, especially Katie and Aiden, who are here today. My partner Dylan, who is always willing to join a community completely unlike his own. My sisters, Apa and Maggie, who are my best friends in the entire world. My beautiful angel mother, who I strive to be like every day, and my dad. He's my rock, whose love and sacrifices made this moment possible. Tonight, we celebrate not only our achievements as graduates, but the special families and communities that carried us here. Thank you, class of 2026. I love you, and I can't wait to see what we accomplish. Matthew, Academia, Mendoza.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I want to thank God for His guidance, strength, and grace throughout my time here in Davis. To all my family, especially my mom, dad, and grandma, thank you for your sacrifices, support, and unconditional love. These past 4 years were not always easy, but I never had to go through them alone because of you. I love you. To the people I am beyond blessed to call my friends, thank you for many memories, laughs, late night talks, and for making Davis feel like home. This accomplishment is not mine alone, as it reflects the love of so many people who have helped me get here, and I'm truly grateful to celebrate this accomplishment with all of you. To my fellow graduates, as we enter the next chapter of our lives, I hope we remember to let all that we do be done in love. Thank you, and congrats again.
Nathan Joseph Estrada Mendoza.
Before I start my speech, I know Abby already said it, but just it's for my dad. 53 years is done, the Knicks just won the NBA championship, and I know this isn't so serious, but my mom and my dad came here to New York City as immigrants, and they gave me everything. And I just want to say, I love you both so much, thank you for everything. And that championship's for you, Dad. Thank you all for celebrating the incredible individuals who are behind me. In the crowd today sits my mother, my father, my two titas, and my twin brother Mark. Sadly, one person today is missing from us. A day after Thanksgiving last year, my Lola passed away, and in that moment, happiness felt quite impossible to find. But what stayed with me was my Lola's lessons of happiness. To feel sadness is to feel loved, and to be loved is one of God's greatest gifts. Love is my family in the crowd, my littles and my grands who are front stage, and of course my forever friends who have graduated alongside me today. Even in moments of loss, love still remains. Thank you endlessly to my family and my friends for loving me unconditionally. I hope to carry on Lola's love in everything I do. And to quote my friends Alex Guerra and Justin Escrito, it's so, so sweet to be a Filipino today.
Celine Amanda R. Montales.
Okay, I have a lot of people and dogs to thank, so I'll try to make this quick. I'd like to thank all my loved ones. Thank you to my parents who are sitting in the crowd right now. They flew all the way from the Philippines again for me, so I really appreciate you both and all you do. I would like to thank my siblings, Ate Andrea and Kuya Luis. Thank you to our family members back home, Ate Emily, Ate Rose, Ate Cho, and Kuya Boyan. Thank you to our dogs, Harukuro, Chai, and Ginger, and my angels, Sha, Bam, and Luna, who are watching over us. Thank you to my boyfriend, Andy. Thank you to my executive board, Justin, Gia, and Gabe, and my general board in MK this past year. Thank you to my predecessors, Torin, Lors, and Sully over here. Thank you to the people I have the privilege to call my sister, my sisters, Lors, Mari, Belle, Stena, Myla, and Shiloh. Thank you to my MK and fact lines, Love Line, and Alpaca Line, especially Kiona, Cindy, Louis, Gabe, Mario, McKenna, Emery, Erica, and Dion.
Thank you to all the friends I've made, even if I interacted with you only once. I love each and every one of you with all my heart. Thank you so much.
Anthony Joseph Munoz.
Hello. This evening, we are not just entering the world as graduates, but as a visual representation of our ancestors, our heritage, our culture, and our hard work. To my family, thank you for always pushing me into greatness and to always strive for more. To my friends, thank you for keeping me grounded and to enjoy life to its fullest. You have all lit a fire in me to continue pushing and fighting for this precious life. And to quote the Knicks Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony, you are your vision. You are your work ethic. You are your will. You are the quiet whispers that say, I know there's more for me in this life. Hold on to that voice. It will be tested. The dog is barking! The dog is barking! Thank you.
Myla Erica Obregon.
Hello, I want to thank my family and my friends who have shaped me to the person I am today. I want to thank Dana, Charlotte, Celine for always being there with me throughout these 4 past years. And I want to thank my friends who are here today, Joyce and Brian. Thank you for coming all the way from San Jose to come see me. And lastly, I want to shout out my adings. I want to shout out Juan and Kate, Ryan, and Julian who are here today, and everyone else that is not here. But yeah, thank you for giving me not only a community, but also a second home. I will forever be indebted to your kindness and love, and I'm forever blessed to have been given the opportunity to be a part of your life. Thank you again for everything you've given me. Mahal na mahal ko kayo.
Justin Padilla.
Hello everyone. I want to thank all of my friends for creating lifelong memories together. You know who you are, and I appreciate you all so much. I want to thank my cousin Vincent for sharing an amazing last year together. I know your first year in Davis has come to an end, so just keep doing what you do best, which is being a great role model for others. I want to thank my partner Rain for bringing the best out of me every day and always having my back. I want to thank my 2 brothers for always being the best for me and taking care of me and being the best brothers I could have ever asked for. Lastly, I want to thank my parents for all the hard work they've done for me. From early mornings to late nights, you both consistently made sure to be where I am at today. All the lessons and advice I have received from you both will forever be carried on to me throughout the next chapters of my life. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for everything.
Maurice Joy Panlaki. Good evening, everyone. I just want to say thank you to my papa, my mama, and my siblings, John and Sophia. And of course, my love, aunt, for their continued support. Thank you for being patient with me whenever I was having a tough time. And thank you for celebrating me whenever I was soaring high in my happiness. And thank you for supporting me in my future plans and giving me so much needed advice. I love you all so very much, and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
Emily Faith Villaverde Perez.
That's my mother! That's my sister!
Hello. So many people have made it possible for me to stand here today. I want to thank my housemates at LZ, my boyfriend Austin, and my family, all of my grandparents, uncles, aunties, cousins, and my Bog brothers, Ethan and AJ, for always being there to support and celebrate me, even from afar. Also, shout out to Lila, Jillian, Auntie Joy, and my littles Erica and Ira. And thank you to the friends I've made through MK, FAC, and PCN for providing the community and space for me to embrace new experiences. To my best friend Wave, thank you for 18 years of friendship. I'm so glad we got to have our college experience together. And to my mom and dad, thank you for always believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself, and for your unconditional love. Thank you.
Jason Patrick Posadas.
Alright, y'all, quick story time. I remember the first time I was called Unc, it was second year in PCN. I never knew it was the start to many fun times in the many memories in the Phil-Am. It luckily changed me so much, and at first I thought that I had really found my people in uni, like where the fellows at, coming from the Bay, like all that. But after joining, y'all have really shaped my college experience. From PCN Line to fourth year men group, to pledging with the fact turns like box combo, and to my 11 littles. Shout out to Sean, Torin, Justin, and Gabe, who are here today. Woo! And a shout out to all the fact, my bigs and sibs and grants. I had fun. Thank you all. You made me feel seen. And shout out to my family. 22 years of support and reminding me I have purpose. I honestly should have joined sooner, and I wish everyone the best. And for the class of 2026, say YFG. Young, fellow, and gifted.
Caitlin Paige Polito.
Thank you to this community, my friends, Claude, Derek, Patrick, and Emma, and my littles, Tess and Hazel, for giving me a place to call home for the past 4 years. You've all brought me an indescribable amount of joy that got me through some of the toughest times. Thank you to my boyfriend, Torin, for your constant patience and support when bearing through all my tears. There's no one else I'd rather experience this journey with, and I can't wait to see all we'll do together in the future. Thank you to my mom and dad for being here today and for your endless love and support. This degree is just as much yours as it is mine. I wouldn't be here without you both. I love you. And lastly, thank you to the women who have always been my #1 supporters. Nana and Papa, though neither of you could be here today, I know you're both looking down, beaming with joy. Everything I've accomplished, I've done with you in mind. I will always look for both of you in every white butterfly that I see. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2026.
Luis Emilio Antonio F. Quiyoge Jr.
Who said that? Okay, once upon a time, I visited Davis for the first time and I soiled my pants. And from that point on, Davis was on the bottom of my transfer list. 3 years later, I'm here, pants are clean, and there's a lot of people to thank for that. I'd like to thank my sibs and my littles. Azzy, you're doing great. The Entertainment Council and the Pinoy Boys for giving me a deep sense of belonging here. I want to thank my housemate in the back, he's hard to miss. My day one for stepping into this journey with me all the way from City College. I'd like to thank my Planet Fitness gym buddy who couldn't be here today, but she helped me get through this last stretch of the year. I want to thank Steph Curry just because. I'd like to thank my siblings who have continued to be my home away from home no matter what. And last but not least, my wonderful parents who flew all the way from Pasig City, Philippines, through the flunk semesters, and the headaches, and the late deadlines. You guys will remain as my voice of reason, my source of strength. Mom, Dad, Mart, I didn't go to school there, but one big fight. Thank you guys.
Rain Ramos.
That's my name.
Hi everyone. This degree would not have been possible in such a short 3 years without my support system. Special thank you to first the Student Recruitment and Retention Center for teaching me how to transform knowledge into action and to always let my heart speak loud. Second, thank you to Kappa Psi Epsilon for teaching me the need to resist oppression and to always struggle for freedom, be it within or externally. Thank you to my close friends who soon became my family at Davis for making my senior year so memorable and supporting me through it all. Shout out to my partner Justin for all of the fun memories, meals, and for being the best moonwalker I know. One final thank you to my uncle for all the sacrifices that you have made for me and all of the knowledge you have passed down in order for me to be in the position that I am right now. I love you all forever and ever. And one last thing. Kappas, how fly? Kappa Psi Epsilon! Ashton Ramos.
Man, I didn't think I'd get here. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my parents, my mom, my dad, my grandparents. They sacrificed so much to get me here, despite me just going here for 2 years. Thank you to all my friends here, and especially Tyler, Carryon, and Keiko. And also just thank you to my line, Kermit line, and shout out to Mitch and Mia, my little and my grand little, who are also graduating today. And yeah, thank you, class of 2026. It's been amazing.
Laureline Tuason Renaces.
Walk to that podium.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so proud to finally be up here on stage with my fellow peers celebrating this amazing achievement. Working through all those sleepless nights, stressful weeks could not have been done without the support of the friends I made here in Davis, the friends from back home, my littles, Lara and Lucila, my ate's boyfriend Justin, my mom and papa, and of course my boyfriend Raymond. Every year, without fail, they've always shown up for me, for PCN, for a cappella, and now they're here showing endless support for me for my accomplishments. I also want to thank my fellow graduates for the lifelong friends that I made and the core memories that I made through my college experience. These people have shaped me into who I am now and who I strive to be. So thank you, and let's give it up for the class of 2026.
Derek Lee Laberga.
Okay, how's it, everybody? Yeah, I think this one's gonna sting a little bit. First, I wanted to thank my family for making it all the way here from Dixon, California. Pretty far trek, pretty far. But first of all, to my dad, thank you for teaching me to dream big and for ensuring that I always have all I need to succeed. To my mom, thank you for always being in my corner and for believing in me when I doubt myself. You've always been my rock. To my big sis, my best friend, thank you for always looking out for me and for showing me what kind of person I want to become as I continue to grow. To my Koa boy, I love you. And to all my friends here with me today, especially Caitlin, my big Paige, Dia, Grace, Wave, Emma, and Laureline, we did a lot of growing together. Thank you for every laugh, every tear, and for giving me experiences worth missing so much. I found a second home through this community. Agyaman na punay. We did it.
Erica Chloe Kalakian Redor.
Hi, thank you to my family who are all willing to brave the Davis heat to support me. I'm sorry, I know it's bad, but it's okay. Ate, thank you for inspiring me to be creative and joyful and open to the world around me. A bunso is nothing without the guidance of the panganay, and I wouldn't be here without you. Mom and Dad, everything I've ever done and everything I hope to do is all in honor of you and the generations that came before us. Your faith, resilience, and sacrifice, and ultimately, your unwavering commitment to take care of our family motivates me every single day. I love PCN, I love Pinikling, I love my I love my big, and I really, really, really love being Filipino, so thank you all for sharing that with me.
Samuel Remolia.
There's a lot of you, hold on. The core of the speech will be nothing but gratitude. The past few years that I've been in Davis is definitely like a roller coaster, full of ups and downs. But I would not trade anything for the people that I have shared these ups with, and the people who supported me in my lows. To the Pinoy boys, my first ever found friend group in this college. To my Davis best friends, Danielle and Laura, they're right there. And to my childhood best friend who's watching over us today, Crystal. And to my goat, Matthew Mendoza. And so much more people that would not fit in this 30-second speech. I appreciate you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I would not be where I am right now if it was not for you guys. And also shout out to my mom, you the real MVP. And shout out to my housemate, you the real art, Emilio. And most importantly, a lot of people are not getting the same privilege and education that I'm blessed to have right now, like the Palestinian people, which is why I say free Palestine. Thank you.
Gerard Soliven Salansa.
Hello everyone, and thank you everyone for coming out tonight. I first wanted to thank God for gifting me this opportunity to spend time here at Davis and with all of you tonight. Thank you to my friends and Kid Board and PCN Board and Redalia. Thank you to my sibs and friends in my line, Nick, Zach, Gianna, Jay, Naomi, and Lucia, Dana, Spring, and David. Thank you, David, for driving out here today, for taking me into your guys' circles and being such amazing friends. Thank you to my littles, Jared, Angel, and Kaylin. I wish nothing but the best for y'all as y'all continue through college. Thank you to my bigs, Torin and Sam, for always being so down to earth, welcoming me into this space and always helping me get through my most difficult moments. Thank you to my beautiful girlfriend, Kaylee, for her unconditional love, always calling and checking in on me and being so emotionally supportive. And last but most definitely not least, thank you to my wonderful mom, who always pushed me throughout college, always reassured me when I had doubts, and always supported me during my most difficult moments in college. I love you guys so much. And to our class of 2026, I wish nothing but the best of each and any, I wish nothing but the best for each and every one of you as we all move into our future endeavors. As we move into positions of power, I hope that all of you continue to fight for a more equitable future and advocate against racism, sexism, xenophobia, and systemic violence in our communities. Thank you and have a great rest of your night.
Benny Sanchez.
Sorry, I had to do a quick demo. In a world where everybody else viewed me as less than, as hostile, as too much, these few people saw me as capable, as brilliant, and never too much. Thank you to Rain Ramos, my resilient mentor, for helping me find beauty in the struggle and for showing me that I am not alone. Thank you to Nicole Yanwaria, my beautiful co-coordinator, for welcoming me with open arms and giving me the strength to take up space at Davis. And thank you to Alyssa Wong, my gorgeous best friend, my twin. You never make me feel like I'm too much, and you stuck by my side when everybody left me. You inspire me to keep going. I am in awe of your brilliant mind, and I'm forever grateful to have you in my life. Being first gen, this is for my family, and my existence is a mosaic of them. I am my Ate Alana's baby sister, and I take after her perseverance. I am my father's daughter, and I take after his resilience. I am my mother's daughter, and I take after her strength. And lastly, thank you to everybody who doubted me, because 2 majors, 1 minor, 3 jobs, and 201 units later, guess who got this degree though?
Isis Santiago Yim.
Hi everyone. Okay, so this goes out to my family, my friends, my sister, and my parents. First, I want to give love to my beloved littles, Katie, Vivian, and Kaylee, or their nicknames Flora, Pom Pom Pudding, and Pachaco. I want to thank my mom and dad, for which I am blessed to have gotten my being from. If it weren't for your sacrifices and late nights working, I wouldn't be here standing on the stage with 2 bachelor degrees. I love you guys so much, and I'm so blessed to be your daughter. I also want to thank my sister Yasmin for being there for me and being the best younger, not little because she's taller than me, but the best younger sister I could ask for. I also want to thank both my Lola and my G-Ma for who I get my names from, and I hope you both please keep watching over me. I really wish you were here with me today. I wouldn't be here if not for the support of my family and friends, but especially the support from my parents and my sister. I love you all. Mahal kita.
Kema Leah Snyder.
Hi everyone, my name is Kema. I'm Filipino and I graduated today. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank my family, my mom, dad, Chantel, my sister Tia, my brother Kai. Hello! Thank you guys so much
much for coming up from San Diego, not only for today, but throughout the past 4 years for all of my PCNs and performances. Thank you so much to my lovely boyfriend, Nico. My Ichura, but also you're my safe space on this earth. And then thank you to my lovely friend, Erica, not only for being Filipino, but for also always having soup for me whenever things got tough. I'd also like to thank, of course, the Philgrad coordinators for making all of this possible. You guys are awesome and so cool. And I'd also like to thank Tinikling, PCN, and the community behind me for being my home for these past 4 years at Davis. Shout out to my co-directors, Camille Ball, Keith Ball, Adrian, and Tyler. I love you guys. You guys have been there for me through all the ups and downs. And lastly, to the class of 2026, stay tough, stay Filipino maxing, we did it! Anthony John Talavera.
Speak off of my brother.
Hey guys, I'm not good at words, but I want to thank some of my friends, Andrea, Rafa, Noah, and Ethan. And I want to thank my family, Aiden, Jenna, Justin, my ate, mom, and thank you for being here and supporting me. I love you guys. I also like the cut out of my face. I look pretty good. Anyway, thank you for dealing with my quirkiness and sticking with me even through my quietness and bad days. Lastly, thank you for everyone I met during my time here, for making Davis feel like another home. Thank you.
Tay Taylor.
So I have a lot to say, and unfortunately I'm the yapper, so this is basically the start of my rap career. Thank you to my friends and siblings for spilling the tea, both herbal and verbal. Thank you to my Philam on my family line, especially Pia, who's always my bestie for the restie at all of our events. I'd love to thank my partner, who is here today, especially for all the Dutch Bros runs. You're both the reason I got through my finals, and also the reason why I almost had heart attacks multiple times. And then I'd also like to thank my mother, who throughout my whole childhood made sure that I always had everything I needed. She was getting both her master's degree as well as doing a full-time job all by herself, and she still came home, cooked, and did everything for me every single day and kept me connected to my culture. Thank you so much, everybody.
River Marie Madangan Tuasin.
Love you more.
I want to say shout out to my family who's always believed in me more than I've ever believed in myself. I want to say thank you to my parents who I love so much and my wins are always shared. This is for us. And I also want to say shout out to the Educational Opportunity Program, EOP! They have shown me love, resilience, belonging, pushed me to become a better leader, teacher, and learner. They've given me all these lifelong friendships I love, and I have everlasting blessings that they've given me. Shout out to Lauren Cristobal if you're watching at home. Also shout out to Campus I Epsilon who helped me find my inner strength. Yes. And that everything I need is always within me. And I also want to end up my speech by saying, abolish AI, education is power, none of us are free until we're all truly free. And to quote the GOAT, director Spike Lee, do the right thing. Thank you so much.
Aliana Micaela Dube.
I just want to start off by saying 3 has always been my lucky number. In the past 3 years here at Davis, I've met my best friends for life, with most sitting in the audience right now. Just to name a few, thank you, Gabe, Jay, Olivia, Hazel. I've met my 3 amazing littles. Thank you, Anna, Emery, and Brayden. And I've held 3 executive and managerial positions on campus. I was the case director for the Student Advocate Office. I was president of Filipinx in Business and Law, and I was even manager at PEDS. And to top it off, the support from my 3 loves forever, my mom, dad, and my little brother Aiden, kept me grounded through it all. All that I've done and continue to do is for you. I love you guys. Thank you to every person who I've had the honor of meeting and sharing memories with these past 3 years. You've changed my life for the better, and that makes me the luckiest girl in the world.
Amelia Rose Santos Umali.
Amelia Rose Santos Umali, yeah! Let's go, the whole wide world, let's go!
Hi. Okay, so thank you to my family and thank you to my friends, old and new. Thank you to MK Vintage and thank you to Kermit Line, especially Mitch and Ashton who are here, and my sib Karma and Nicole who are also graduating. And thank you to the ones that are here, both in my heart and tonight, Sammy, Ellie, Raph, and Ryan. And a very special thank you to my mom for always supporting me and picking me up whenever I needed you to. I love you. And as a philosophy major, I want to end with a quote from Socrates. Falling down is not a failure. Failure comes when you stay where you have fallen. So to all of us, pick yourself up, brush off your knees, and go and achieve your dreams. Woohoo!
Dana Jordan Cristobal Valdez.
Hi all. I stood here a year ago as a folk art coordinator, and this is really a full circle moment for me, so it's kind of crazy and unbelievable. I want to say thank you to my successors for all their hard work, and thank you, Carol. It's good to see you again. I'm so nervous. To my littles, Jay, Zachary, Jana, Charlotte, and Camille, it was an honor to be your big, and you've taught me so much. Sully and Charlotte, Mila, thank you for loving and being here with me since our first year. You all mean so much to me, I can't even explain it. Shout out to my big, Samantha and Bethany, my sib Spring, David, Gerard, Aaron, Gabe, and Bunso Gabe. I'm so grateful to my parents for providing me everything and always being here for me, even when it was hard. Thank you to my sister for letting me call you at 3 a.m. when things got too much for me, and for my brothers for always greeting me with a smile and always being so happy to see me. I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you so much for showing up for me, always. And last but not least, thank you to my boyfriend and your family for also supporting me and being here for me. And thank you for finding me when you did. I love you. These people are the reason I can be here today, and I'm so privileged. I'm so grateful for every moment that I've had with all of you all. My name is Dana. Thank you.
Rachel Fatima Arnaz.
I first want to thank the Philam community for giving us the space to grow, connect, and flourish. Props to the coordinators, the volunteers, and everyone involved for getting us together. I also want to give a special shout out to my friends, especially RT Line, my big Shiloh, my little Renee. Thank you for making Davis such a memorable experience. And most importantly, I would like to thank my parents who are here in the audience tonight. Without your support, I would have never become the person I am today. Mahal ni kita. Maraming salamat.
Claude, Matthew, Lucedo, Villamor.
That's my little cousin, Joseph. Quick backstory, if you were at PCN and a little kid came up to you to get a selfie, that was him. So everybody looked that way, that's him. All right. We're at the end of the road almost, so I won't keep it super long. But as a transfer student, these past 2 years have been very brief. Shout out to City College of SF. But I've made a lifetime's worth of memories. I want to thank the communities that gave me stability during these times. Shout out MK, shout out MK Choir, shout out PCN, and shout out everybody in the stage. Shout out to all my friends, both on stage and in the audience and also in the wings. Especially shout out to AJ, Caitlin, and Matt, who were the first people I met here when I immigrated here 15 years ago. And it's really special to share this stage with you guys. I want to thank my family for not only supporting me, but also being my inspiration. Everything I'm able to do is because of you, and so everything I will continue to do will be dedicated to you. So thank you all, and congrats to the class of 2026.
Adrian, Arispe, Villanueva.
When I moved to the US in 2010, I remember being afraid of losing the community I had in the Philippines. But I quickly learned that no matter where you are, as long as there are kababayan, you will find community. I found it in my hometown of San Jose with my best friends, Keith and Cami. I found it in Davis with the MK Board and the Phil-Am and PH line. And I found it in Washington, D.C. alongside my dream college friend group, Lawrence and Michaela. Thank you most of all to my nanay and tatay, my manang Noel, and the entire Villanueva Arispe Babao clan, who were the first to teach me what unconditional love and community feels like. I love being Filipina because of you. Mahal na mahal ko kayo. Thank you.
So first off, I want to thank my family for coming and for their endless love and support. I truly wouldn't be here without any of you guys, and especially to my parents who have been with me every step of the way. And I also want to thank all of my family who couldn't be here, and for all the love and support they've given me as well, especially my little sister. And then lastly, I want to give a special shout out to my beautiful, intelligent best friend, Betty, who I'm graduating with today. She's my day one and the person who truly made me feel seen and like I belong here, so thank you for that. And then all of these individuals that I've just acknowledged have inspired me to be better every day, and I'm so blessed to have all of them in my life. My heart is so full today. I love you all, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Nicole, Caberto, Yunvaria.
my manang Bianca, who helped me edit my UC Regent Scholarship application, to my cousin Razel, who pushed me to join Bridge, my brother Matthew, who has been my #1 supporter since day one, to my grandma, the woman who I get my determination, strength, and drive from, and lastly, to my mom and my dad, the most hardworking people I know, who worked 16-hour shifts and overnight shifts at the hospital to support my education. This degree, this moment, is possible because of my family. Mahalo and nagyamanak!
Thank you once again, Christine and Sally.
Let's give one more huge round of applause to Christine Sully and the graduating class of 2026!
As our Phil Grad ceremony comes to an end, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge the hard work that our Phil Grad coordinators have put into this event.
The Phil Grad coordinators have put so much love and effort into planning out and putting together this celebratory event for all of us. Thanks to their hard work, we have been able to come together and recognize each other's achievements.
Let's welcome this year's Phil Grad coordinators to the stage.
Okay, we each have a little speech, and we'll make it quick. Okay. Y'all ready? I am so grateful to have had this opportunity to work with this amazing team behind me to put together this celebration for our grads. To our graduates, I'm so proud of each of you and so excited to see what you all have in store for the future. Quick shout out to my big Jason, my other big and President Celine, and my bestest of friends, Aliana. You've all seen me through it all, and I can't thank you enough for your unending support. If I had the honor of meeting you in any capacity throughout my undergrad years, I sincerely thank you for being part of my unforgettable experience here. Congrats and much love.
Hey, hello everyone. I have so much love and, my name's Anna. I have so much love and care for our graduates because they have created such a warm and welcoming space throughout my time here in Davis. I want to quickly shout out Bridgeport for always encouraging my co-interns and I to take part in conversations regarding complexities of our Filipino identity. I would also like to recognize my super awesome, amazing big Aliana. Without you two, I do not think my film experience would have felt as full, so thank you. To all of the grads, congrats again, and I will be cheering you on.
My name is Adrian, and I'm glad to have gotten to know and be in community with this class of 2026. You've helped me build my college life, and I'll forever be grateful to you. To my big Keith Lee Flores, Chief Keefster, our invisible string theory is real. To my fellow Tinicklers, prior years and present, including my graduating co's Kemma and Tyler, I'm grateful to have danced many stages with you. Congratulations, the world isn't ready for any of you.
Hi, my name is Dylan. As we close tonight's celebration, let us live in this moment. Remember, you carry the past lessons that have shaped you, the future goals you accomplish, and the present moments that remind you how fast life can move. To the class of 2026, keep blooming, keep dreaming, and continue being the flowers of the future. And thank you for being my line, directors, managers, role models, and my roommate.
Hi. My name is Hazel. Sorry. On the page. It's fine. Hi, I am so fortunate that I had the opportunity to work with this dedicated team to plan this meaningful event for our graduating seniors. I want to do a special shout out to my two bigs, Caitlin and Jason, and one of my closest friends, Aliana. They have supported me throughout my whole college experience, and I'm so grateful that I could help celebrate with their accomplishments. I hold so much love for all of these graduates. They have welcomed me into this beautiful community, and I wish you all the best in the future. Congratulations.
Hi again, everyone. My name is Keiko. I just want to say thank you again to everyone who has made this possible, especially to my amazing courts who have been so understanding, so flexible, and We've been on the fly, we've been everywhere, but thank you so much for being such an amazing support. Couldn't have done this without you all. You guys are amazing. Thank you to everyone who came out to support our graduating class. You guys are an amazing audience. And of course, congratulations to the class of 2026. We are so proud of all your achievements and the growth you've each experienced through this amazing Philam community. It's truly a blessing. And to those who I was fortunate to become friends with, I'm so proud of each of you and blessed to have shared all these memories with you, no matter how short it may have been. Again, congrats to all the grads. Can't wait to see how you'll blossom to help shape a brighter future.
My name is Kayla. Thank you for joining us in celebrating and honoring our grads. We're incredibly grateful to be able to put on this ceremony, and words can't express the appreciation, inspiration, and love we feel towards this graduating class. Special shout out to my big Waverly. Thank you for your unwavering love and support, and I'm so excited to see what's in store for you next. Another congratulations to all our Phil grads.
Hello, my name is Camille. Being able to give back to our seniors has been an honor, and it's truly heartwarming to see their loved ones joining us today, whether that be in person or through live stream. My fellow courts and I are proud to acknowledge all of their achievements and to see where life takes them. To my bigs, Tyler Chan and DJ Valdez, thank you for making me feel loved and supported. I wish you all the best in this new chapter of your lives. Congrats to the class of 2026.
Thank you to all the volunteers, friends, and family here this evening, but especially to the graduates. Thank you for letting us be a part of this major milestone celebrating your hard work and accomplishments. And thank you again, graduates, for uplifting, inspiring, and welcoming members of the Philam community, especially my H Grands, DJ and Gerard, and my back big, Laureline. I'm so grateful and honored to have been a part of this opportunity alongside my amazing Phil grad coordinators. Thank you so much, and congratulations again.
Before we close off, we would like to take a group photo. Could we have all graduates, faculty, coordinators, please gather in the middle for one final picture together.
Can we also play that in the middle, like middle aisle right there?
Could the past coordinators and faculty please come to the stage as well?
Can you take picture of the
To the front.
Those are my cameras. Not
Let's go, Jay! Right there in the middle. Yeah. Go, Jay!
Can we all make some noise for our graduating class of 2026?
Congratulations, class of 2026!
Graduates, your gifts are underneath your seats. Please grab them as you leave. Thank you.
All audience members and graduates are free to take pictures in or around the venue until 10 p.m. sharp.
Get home safe, everyone. Have a good night.